What's up, y'all? Go ahead and like and subscribe. I got a few videos that we're gonna go through. The first video pertaining to like why we quit approaching women and why we just pretty much gave up on dating and marriage and all that. And for the most part, no one, hardly anyone, is interested in longevity. So we're gonna get into this first video, y'all. Come on.
So I recently asked men, actually quite a few posts back, why they do not approach women anymore. And sisters, they got in them comments, about 400 comments. And we getting ready to start. Number one, I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. I might have to do a part two. Y'all are looking for studs? Y'all are not polite. Sisters, y'all not polite. Me Too and feminism. Apparently, they are afraid of being accused of SA. Everyone looks the same. No one stands out or is original. The system, social media, has destroyed y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all are not safe. Okay. Y'all said y'all prefer a bear. Apparently, there was a poll that says women asked who they feel safe around. They said men or a bear. Y'all chose a bear. The men are salty about that. Part two. So yeah, about the bear situation, I'm choosing a man because I'm definitely afraid of bears, grizzlies to be exact. You have to pay for conversation. Y'all are not approachable. Ladies, y'all don't be approachable. Too transactional, only wanting money. Yeah. Always begging. Too much attitude. Most act like escorts. Y'all put y'all dates on social media and make men look like creeps. They do not like that when y'all post y'all videos about y'all dates. They are afraid of that you will get on social media and talk about them. Too masculine. Always looking for a man to pay their bills. Mm-hmm. Men are valuing themselves over y'all.
True.
Not worth it. No peace. Part three. Here's the thing. Some of y'all may not care about this list, but some of y'all might want to hear what these men have to say. Y'all are not worth it. No peace. Being attractive means absolutely nothing. Okay? That attractive women come a dime a dozen, and y'all are usually trash and nothing but problems. Okay. Always in situationships.
True.
Too many bills and too many kids. And it just goes on and on.
The speed that it went from y'all thirsty to y'all not approaching us anymore is crazy. Women spent years mocking men for approaching. Now there's a 400 comment list of reasons men stopped. And somehow that's still our fault.
Now, everything that was said, y'all, I can't lie, that shit true. Everything that was spoken was facts. So whoever, all the men that hopped in her comments to comment on why, on all these factors, on all these aspects of why men just stopped, and they responded honestly. I mean, that's not in anger, that's not in resentment or bitterness or nothing like that. That's just raw, honest opinion, raw, honest facts, truths of what's going on. And I mean, the main factor is, well, I can't say the main factor, but an important factor is, say for instance, you are a woman and you don't align with this. You know what I'm saying? Like you are different. Honestly, you are that difference maker. So you are a woman and you aren't promiscuous. You do not have a high body count. You ain't been with 5 or more men, right? You have to somehow, some way, when you're putting yourself out there, like say for instance, when you go out, or I don't know how you're putting yourself out there, but say for instance, you are trying to do that, then you have to definitely separate yourself from this group. Because I mean, this group, everybody in the world is already assuming this group, all of them are promiscuous. All of them have had so many other relationship experiences or experiences with other men. They may not even been in a relationship with them. It might have just been temporary satisfaction. You know what I'm talking about. So whatever you got to do in certain cases to separate yourself from this group, you have to do it. It's just, it is what it is. So in this next video though, I wanted to touch bases on that because this next video, we are actually talking about that. You know what I mean? This is all women talking about it. So I put together like a perfect video for this because this is another woman that's talking about specifically body count. And she's not bashing. She's not disrespecting or coming off the top of the, with aggression and stuff like that. No, she is a older, mature woman, and she is in nature express like literally telling y'all the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? Once you actually go down a certain route, spiritually and morally, you're corrupted. And that's her overall point. And I agree with that. I mean, what man wouldn't agree with that? As a woman, you cannot do what we can do. Because for you, your bonding mechanism is through intimacy because you are a woman. Yeah, that's just how God made you. You can't blame men for that. Just because you're in your feelings or just because you got this ego thing going on, I understand, baby, but you can't just go around doing what men can do. You can't, because you bond with those men, whether you like it or not. So we're going to hop straight into the second video. Check this out.
And you said, why do men want a woman with a low body count? And the answer is because we're not equal. And again, this is going to always be the fallacy and the flaw with feminism, because you're going to be fighting for an equality that does not exist. I'm not saying better or worse. I'm saying we are different. Now, it depends on what you want intimacy for. If you want to be out there doing it with everybody, you absolutely have your right to do that. Please be loud and proud. We want to see you coming. The men love women like that to have fun with. However, when you talk about love, when you talk about marriage, when you talk about a committed relationship, most of us, when you get to your old age, usually you have one, if you're lucky, like me, two great loves. You don't think about the string of casual sex that has been promoted and think of that like, man, I really got it all in. Most of us don't. You're free to do that if you want to, but I'm just saying, as we age, what's going to really matter is the relationships, the marriages, the families, the relationships that meant something, the intimacy that meant something. You can do as much as you want to with whoever you want to, but I do agree the way casual sex is promoted now, it is hurting us. It may be fun in the moment, but it's going to hurt us, and we're all going to pay the price.
Now, y'all, that was straight facts. I mean, it's a bit different of delivery, but hell, we could say that about me, right? But yeah, that was straight facts. I usually don't do videos like this, especially involving other people's videos and back to back on my main video. I normally don't, but in this case, I want to give y'all a different perspective coming from a woman. You know what I'm saying? These are both women, and I got other videos lined up just like this one, and I ain't gonna make this an extremely long. I don't do all that, but I mean, hell, maybe one day I might get there, make some 30-minute videos and 40-minute, but I don't do all that right now. Thank y'all for watching. I'm hoping that this opened up some people's eyes and maybe gave y'all a different perspective of how not only men, but even some women view body count and this sexual liberation that feminists have fought for and started for women in general. Because, I mean, it was so much manipulation and things involved with feminism, but ultimately that's what it's included. But now you taking it too far with this sexual shit. I mean, who would not agree to that? I mean, because I mean, at the same time, you got men out here that's really, they value marriage and they want to get married. Like, they was raised right to actually strive for that in life. And that's the way they were raised by their mom and father, both people. You know, you got people that's actually still together raising their kids. And when their kids get grown, imagine, you know, I do got a daughter too. You know, when the kids get grown, wouldn't you want your kids to settle down with somebody who hasn't been with anyone else? Somebody who's experiencing their, yes, the answer is yes. Yes, you wouldn't want your kid with somebody who had dozens of other experiences with men or women. You wouldn't want that. You know, in most cases, though, it's the women. It's not the men. Because us as men, we're still able to provide. We're still able to bond. We're still able to do those things. But in the women's, unfortunately, biologically, you guys at a certain point are not able to bond. You guys can't pair bond anymore once you had a certain amount of men. unfortunately, and that does suck. But anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop telling y'all to even like, just subscribe. I mean, I don't get much likes. Just hit that subscribe button. I ain't tripping. I would never ask you to share this video, because the truth is, we ain't gotta share shit with nobody.